Hello viewers, I am Amar Dilavar and I welcome you to my YouTube channel. So this is another important video regarding the GKS scholarship. Actually many students they contacted me on daily basis with similar questions. Therefore I have decided to make a separate video by answering the frequently asked top 10 questions regarding GKS. So before the start of this video, if you are new to my channel, so please subscribe to my channel, and if you have already subscribed to my channel, so please like and share this video with your friends. So let's start this video. So I have shortlisted all the questions from the comment section of my YouTube videos and my Facebook groups. So now I will read the questions and answer these questions one by one. So the first question we have regarding GKS scholarship is the most frequently asked question, that when this scholarship will open, what are the deadlines, and how many times this scholarship will open every year. So basically GKS scholarship is of three kinds. The first one is GKS Graduate Scholarship, which is for your master's and PhD degree, and this scholarship will open every year in the month of February. Then we have GKS UIC University Industry Corporation Scholarship, and this scholarship is for your undergraduate or bachelor's degree for the duration of 4 years, and this scholarship is also open in the month of February. Then we have the third scholarship, which is GKS U scholarship or GKS undergraduate scholarship, and it is also for undergraduate degrees for the duration of 4 years and the associate degrees for the duration of 3 years. So GKS undergraduate scholarship will open every year in the month of September, and all the GKS scholarships they open only one time per year. And the next question we have is that what is the eligibility criteria, how many marks, percentage or CGPA needed for this scholarship. So this is also very important question, and many students they are curious that they have 70% marks, 80% marks, or they have 3 CGPA, 3.5 CGPA, so whether they are eligible for this scholarship or not. So I am giving you a thumb of rule which is provided by GKS in their guidelines, that if your CGPA is 2.64 out of 4 scale, 2.80 out of 4.3 scale, 2.91 out of 4.5 scale, 3.23 out of 5 scale. So if your CGPA is above than this criteria, then you are eligible for this scholarship. And mostly for the undergraduate degrees, their marks are in percentage. So if your percentage is more than 80%, then you are eligible for this scholarship. Otherwise you are not eligible for this scholarship. Then the next question is linked to the previous question, that my marks or my CGPA is less than the minimum criteria. So what should I do? So to answer this question, first of all, I am very frank with you that if your marks or CGPA are less than this criteria, then it is very difficult to get this scholarship. But GKS give you another method, that if your marks or percentage is less than this criteria, then you submit top 20% certificate from your college or university. So what is top 20% certificate? This means that your position in your class, in your college or in university is among the top 20% students. So if your CGPA is less than the minimum criteria, or if your marks are less than 80%, then you must submit this certificate from your college. But unfortunately, as you know that GKS is highly competitive scholarship, so if your marks or percentage is less than the minimum criteria, then it is very difficult to get GKS scholarship. So the next question we have is that what is the minimum age limit for this scholarship? So age limit is different for GKS graduate scholarship and GKS undergraduate scholarship. So if your age is more than 25 years, then you cannot apply for GKS undergraduate scholarship, and for GKS graduate scholarship your age must be less than 40 years. So if your age is more than 40 years, then you cannot apply for GKS graduate scholarship. So we have the next question, which is very important and most frequently asked question, that is IELTS, TOPIK or TOEIC is compulsory. So regarding the language test and language score, I would like to clear one thing, that IELTS, TOPIK or TOEIC is not compulsory for this scholarship, but there are some conditions which are mentioned in the GKS guidelines, that if you have TOPIK level 3 or above, you can get 10% more marks. So this means that if you have TOPIK 3, TOPIK 4 or TOPIK 5, which is Korean language score, so then your chances are increased by 10% as compared to other candidates. For example, if there are total 100 marks, so before checking your grades or personal statement, you have 10 marks, while other candidates they have 0 marks. So if you have topic 3, then your chances will increase. And the GKS, they have announced a new rule that from 2024, the candidates who have IELTS, TOEIC, TOPIK or TOEFL, they can get additional points. So if you want to apply from 2024, so it is recommended that must go for these language tests so that your chances for selection increase. Then we have next question that I am in last semester or my exams are finished now but I am waiting for results. So can I apply this year or when should I apply? So to answer this question, I will explain some points for you, and then after understanding these points, you can decide by yourself that whether you are eligible to apply this year or next year. So here there are two different categories for GKS Graduate and GKS Undergraduate Scholarship. So for GKS Graduate Scholarship, which is announced every year in the month of February, and at the time of February you are in last semester, but you can get your final result, final degree and final mark sheets before the August of that year. Then you are eligible to apply for this scholarship in the month of February with hope certificate. So if your university don't give you hope certificate, then you cannot apply for GKS Graduate Scholarship. Then you must have to wait for the next year. And similarly for the GKS Undergraduate Scholarship, like if you have finished your exams and now you are waiting for your results, and your result is late than the month of September, and you can get your results and mark sheet till the January or February of the next year, and your college will give you hope certificate in the month of September, then you can apply for this scholarship. Otherwise you are not eligible for this scholarship. So now I have explained all the conditions. So then you decide by yourself that whether you are eligible to apply for this scholarship this year or next year. So the next question that we have is also very important question, and it is the most critical question, that I have only one set of original copies. How can I send my original documents? So to answer this question, first of all, you must understand that there is a difference between Korean education system and other countries' education system. In Korea, you can get your original documents as much as you can. For example, if you want to get 10 copies of original documents, 20 copies of original documents, you can get those copies from your university or from your high school. But in other countries like in Pakistan, India and Bangladesh, you can get only one set of original copies. And GKS highly recommend you that don't send your original copies, because you cannot get any of your document back. So how students can send their original documents or photocopies which are accepted by the GKS scholarship? So you must photocopy your documents, and after photocopying your documents, you must apostille or attest your documents from the Korean embassy in your country. So in most of the countries, Korean embassy, they also attest your photocopies, and in most of the countries where apostille is applicable, they apostille your photocopies. So after getting a stamp on your photocopies either from apostille or either from the Korean embassy in your country, you send that photocopies for the GKS scholarship. Never ever send your original documents to the GKS scholarship. So how can you apostille your documents, or how can you attest your documents from the Korean embassy in your country? There are different methods for each country. So I have separate video on this topic. If you are interested to see this video, I have attached the link in the description box, and you can also access the video from I button. So now next question is also linked to the previous question, that which documents need to be apostille or attested from the Korean embassy. This is the most important question and most frequently asked question by the students who are going to apply for GKS scholarship. So only 3 documents they need to be apostille or attested from the Korean embassy in your country. The first one is your degree. For example, if you are applying for GKS undergraduate scholarship, then your high school degree. And if you are applying for GKS graduate scholarship, then your master's or bachelor's degree. And the next one is your mark sheet or your transcript. So many students, they are confused what is meant by mark sheet or transcript. It is a document which have your all the subjects written and your grades or percentage in that subject. So this document is called mark sheet or transcript. So you must apostille or attest this document from the Korean embassy in your country. And the third document is your and your parents' proof of citizenship. But if you have your passport as a proof of citizenship, then there is no need to apostille your passport. So to summarize, there are 3 documents which need to be apostille or attested from the Korean embassy in your country. First one is your degree, second one is your mark sheet or transcript, And third one is your and your parents' proof of citizenship. So the next question we have is also linked to the previous question, that whether award certificates they need attestation or attested from the Korean embassy, and do we need to send our original awards or photocopy awards. So award and certificates, they don't need any kind of apostillation or attestation from Korean embassy, and you must send colored photocopies of your awards. Never send your original awards and certificates. So the next question is also very important question, that how to fill forms, that whether we can fill our forms by handwritten or by typing. So it is recommended that you must fill your forms on your PC or laptop by using MS Word like Microsoft Word, and after filling all the forms you take print of your forms and then submit your forms. It is not advisable to write your form by handwritten, because every person handwriting is different and it is difficult to understand the handwriting of each individual person. So the next question is that from whom can I get recommendation letter? So regarding the recommendation letter, if you want to apply for GKS Graduate Scholarship, so you ask your university professor or the dean of department to write a recommendation letter for you. And if you are applying for GKS Undergraduate Scholarship, then the GKS advise you to ask the principal of your high school to write a recommendation letter for you. But if your principal, he is not willing to write a recommendation letter for you, then you can ask any of your teachers from your high school or even from your school that he can write a recommendation letter for you, and you can submit this recommendation letter. I hope that I have answered all the frequently asked questions regarding GKS Graduate or Undergraduate Scholarship. So if you have any other question, please leave your question in the comment section. And if you like this video, please give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to share this video with your friends. See you in next video. Take care. Allah Hafiz.